Hi, welcome to Elisa's Kitchen. I'm Elisa and today I want to show you how to make my mother's crab cioppino. I use dungeness crab, and my mom's recipe is not the soupy kind of cioppino that you might be familiar with. This is more of a sautéed crab that has a lot of herbs and spices, well, garlic and herbs in it. So it's different and it's very good. You'll want to start out with 2 dungeness crabs. And what I've done is I've asked the butcher to clean out the insides of the crab for me, so I don't have the lungs and some of the innards. What they do is they pull the top shell off and they take all that gross stuff out for you, and so what you're left with is something like this. So you can discard the top of the shell because you won't need that at all. And just make sure you rinse everything really well and you break it up into pieces. About the size of the pieces that you want of the body. And with the shells of the legs, you'll want to crack them open just a little so that our sauteed herbs are going to get into the meat of the crab and flavor it. So this is going to take a little time, but get everything ready. Like this. Give everything a little crack. Okay, so I've cleaned the crab, and this is pre-cooked crab that I've asked the butcher to clean out the inside, lungs, and other icky things that I don't want to touch. And I've rinsed it, broken it up into these pieces, and cracked with my crab cracker a little bit of the shell so that when I make my sauteed flavoring, it's going to go inside the crab and make it all really delicious. Okay, so you'll need a pot about this big. Heat it up on medium heat and pour some extra virgin olive oil in to line the bottom. Okay, to this large pot, you'll add 1 onion chopped, and let that saute just a little bit before we add our remaining ingredients. Also, for this recipe, you're going to need 2 sprigs of fresh rosemary, some sprigs of fresh sage, fresh parsley, Italian-style parsley, and 6 to 7 cloves of garlic. So you want your fresh garlic, and this is a clove. You want 6 of those. And also this small can of tomato sauce. Now this is a recipe that my mother used to make, and my mother was born in Tuscan in Italy. And it's kind of different. I don't think I've ever had this anywhere in a restaurant or anything, but my family and I just love this recipe, so I hope you like it too. So you want to let those onions get a little translucent. Saute them slowly until they're pretty cooked. Our onions have been sauteing for a few minutes now, and they're translucent, so it's time to add our chopped or minced parsley, sage, rosemary, and garlic to the mixture. So I've already minced it up, and I'm going to add it to the pot. Give it a stir, and let that saute for about another minute. also add salt and pepper to taste. Okay, I'm going to add my tomato sauce now because my herbs, garlic, onion in here is looking pretty nicely sautéed and it's smelling wonderful. I'm going to add my small can of tomato sauce. Now, if you don't have tomato sauce and you have tomato paste, you can put in 4 tablespoons of tomato paste and just a couple tablespoons of water if you like. Okay, so we'll let that cook for another minute, and then we'll add our crab. Okay, our tomato mixture is smelling and looking really good. So what we're going to do is we're going to add our crab. Body pieces. I like the taste of the dungeness crab because it's pretty sweet. You can also try king crab legs if you like. You don't have the dungeness variety available. This was previously frozen and the butcher just thawed it out, and so you don't have to have it fresh, but it'd be nice if it was fresh, but you can't always find it fresh. Okay, so you want to give that a little stir. Some of that sauce on the crab. You'll want to put a tight fitting lid over the top. Turn your heat down a little bit and let that simmer. And you'll want to stir that for every 5 minutes or so. Give it a nice stir and let that simmer slowly for about 15 to 20 minutes. Let all those flavors permeate the crab. Okay, well, we'll let that cook and we'll be back in a little while. Okay, while your crab is sauteing, you can heat up your oven to 375 degrees and pop a loaf of nice crusty French bread in there to heat it up. I like the ciabatta bread. Let that cook or heat up for about 7 or 8 minutes. In the meantime, you'll want to stir your crab as it's cooking. Get some of that good sauce all over the crab. Oh, this is smelling so good. In just a few more minutes, it'll be ready. Okay, I've taken my French bread out of the oven and sliced it up. And now let's take a look at our crab. Oh yeah, take a look at this. You can see how the tomato sauce has cooked up with the crab and all those herbs, and it smells wonderful. So now we're going to serve this and put it in a bowl. It's a little messy to eat, but it's well worth the trouble. Put the sauce on top. Okay, so you're ready to serve, and I hope you enjoy it. Buon appetito. See you next time.